Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. Why can't I get a job? You see me for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes a day on here. You see me when I stream for an hour, although I don't do that often. It's very rare I stream anymore. You see me when I'm doing my vlogs. It's very hard to explain. Because this camera is my therapy, my getting it all out of here to there. This is when I'm at my best. What you don't see is the inability to remember what day it is. What you don't see is forgetting to go to the bathroom or the toilet. What you don't see is sitting down on the stairs for 4 hours looking at a patch on the wall. What you don't see is forcing myself to go out the back door into the backyard, and how much I have to do to make sure I'm okay even to do that. What you don't see is all the concern and worry about money and everything, and the backups and trying to make everything right, and all the imposter syndrome and the guilt and all the things that sabotage me all the time. What you don't see is all the time I have to spend doing coping strategies to survive each day. From taking a lightsaber into the backyard and using that and focusing on that. Because it's a tactile, it's a fidget spinner, it's something I can hold in my hand when my brain is screaming at me and going in the wrong direction. What you don't see is that I have to spend time on my old retro PC every day to help stabilize me. If bad thoughts are coming into my head about Paola, about death, about my life, about the world, you don't see the times I have to spend. And when I say have to, you think, oh, you get to play on that system, or oh, you get to use your arcade machine, and oh, you get to do that. No. I have to. I have to do these things. They keep my brain level. It's not about the games or anything like that. When I am living up on my own, when I am independent, when I haven't got anybody visiting, I have to use so many coping strategies to keep me going. I have to have backup cameras. I have to have backup computers. I have to have everything set up. And I have to have different freaking layers of protections and things. I've always said, if someone could create a job for me where I could work from home or could work on a mobile, from sitting on a mobility scooter, and I would be guaranteed equivalent of tenure to get a wage at the end of every single week without fail, and guarantee that good business isn't going to fail, and guarantee that even if I have a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, I'm not going to be fired. That can guarantee that they'll understand if one day I forget to go to work. If one day I wake up and I'm supposed to be on a Zoom call at 9 a.m. and on my way to the streaming room, I notice that one of the cables is half out of one of the drawers, and instead of just pushing it back in, I have to open up all my drawers, check through the entire house for USB cables, and move every single one of them back into that drawer. And I might not finish for the rest of the day. If I could guarantee that I'd be okay, then I could alleviate the fact that if I had to have a job, I would be in, how can I put it, the stress and the extra layers of self-sabotage that would kick in. My depression, my guilt would have a field day. Oh my God, it would have such a field day. It is the crippling, the social anxiety, the things that I can't fix, that I have all these coping strategies for. It works. The vlog works. It gives me peace. But if it was a job, just like if my YouTube channel was a job and I was making money out of that, this is why I never monetize any video on my channel, because I couldn't chance, even if I did have more viewers, with it going that direction. Because it would no longer be a safe space. It would no longer be a therapy. It would be a job. I can function if I've got someone there with me. I can offload some of my motivation. I do a lot of it with AI and that, but it all has limitations. So just because I can now go outside doesn't mean I can get a job, sadly. I wish it did. I really wish it did. But I would need an extremely understanding boss. And I would need to be in a situation where I can disappear. And where I don't have to talk to people too much. Let's correct that. I talk to people I don't know. Strangers do it for me. I don't know how to deal with strangers. I've talked about how I like the fact that people on disability scooters and that have like a built-in cloaking device, that people don't look at them, people don't interact with them as much. And it's a horrible thing, but for me it's a positive, because it means lots of people don't look in my direction and that. I'm okay with my friends because they are people I know and they understand, and I don't have to explain. Do you have any idea how exhausting it was to stream when I used to stream a lot? It was a survival trait, but how I stopped streaming Beat Saber, because every time I streamed it, someone would come in the chat and with the best of intentions say, oh, why don't you try this? Why don't you do this? You should be doing it this way. And I'd have to explain, and they said, oh, but what about this? This one might work. And I'd have to say, I've tried that before. And it can be my life is a lot better now. I can actually get out to the house. If there was a way to do it, don't you think, other than the what I've got now? I don't hate the outside. I've never hated the outside. As you can see, I want to be out now. It's raining outside. freaking rain is stopping me from freaking going out on my freaking scooter that I'm freaking enjoying. But make no mistake, when I'm on that scooter, I'm gripping those steering bars really, really tight. And I'm anchoring myself so completely to that device. Ooh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. The stuff that I can do, and sometimes it's amazing. It's like when my favourite mental health professional, who was a specialist in serious non-functional people and that, and he was right when he said to me, how are you still alive? Because this shit is a killer. Mentally, it can destroy you. When you've got all these things together, that if you don't find a coping strategy, if you don't find a way to function, then you just end up giving up. And thankfully, I have all of you. I have all of these computers. I have everything. And it works. It works so fucking well. Which is why some people think that I'm so okay. Do you know, if I'm on my mobility scooter and someone on the street says hello to me, and I say hello back, I will spend the entire rest of that journey focused on that and wonder if I was rude, or if I said something I wasn't supposed to, or was he really talking to me, or did he actually want me to respond? Did I respond the right way? Why did I respond? Should I have just kept quiet? Will that person want to talk to me next time? I don't know that person's name. I don't know who they are, what they do. Are they a scammer? Will they want to try and take my stuff? Will they try to take my mobility scooter? That's what happens on a base level when someone I don't know talks to me. And that's before the guilt comes in and says, see, you can talk to people. You're a fraud. You should not be blah, 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 and so on and so forth. And that's just from one tiny little interaction. One person just walking past you and saying, hello, or even nodding at you. When people talk about how hard a disabled person's life is, it's all the invisible stuff that we have to deal with. It's all the stuff that can sometimes make us exhausted, not on a physical level, but on a mental level. Sometimes we'll have downtime, sometimes we'll just go completely there. I am so lucky, like I keep saying, I'm so lucky to have so many coping strategies that work for me, that work. So I hope you all are okay, you wonderful, splendiferous people.